So you may want a blanket later, but for right now, we're just gonna have ourselves laying down on our backs. You may put a blanket underneath your knees if you would like. And stretching out nice and long on your back. Sliding your shoulder blades down your back, and if you feel uncomfortable in your low back, feel free to keep your knees bent with your feet on the floor, maybe letting your knees all in against each other. And let's take a couple letting go breaths. Deep inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. And feeling yourself settling into a space of non-doing. Notice any resistance that arises. Notice if it feels really welcome. Notice what happens with the breath. And gradually begin to deepen your breath. And feel your whole body expanding with your exhale, and your whole body melting with your exhale. Inhale, expanding, exhale, softening. Tuning into this medicine of stillness and rest, of awareness, of the healing that happens when we slow down. When we rest, the body can heal from the inside. When we rest our minds, new perspectives and possibilities can arise. When we rest, our spirits can regain buoyancy, perspective. One more deep breath here. Beginning to wiggle your fingers and toes. And rolling your hands and feet around in little circles. Massaging out your wrists and ankles. And then going back the other way. Reversing the direction. And bringing everything back to stillness with your next inhale, reach your arms in a big arc up to the sky and over your head on the floor, stretching really long. And then as you exhale, we're gonna bring the knees in, bring the arms down, and roll over to the right side, curling into a little ball. Inhale back onto your back, stretching out. You can either rest your legs and your arms on the floor, or you can, if you want a little more core activation, extend arms and legs. And then exhale, hugging and rolling to the left. So moving with your breath here, make this a moving meditation, extend out. Inhale, exhale, curling in. Go internal, honoring, stretching out. Exhale, rolling left. Inhale long. Exhale right. Just moving with your breath. One more each side. And then come back onto your back, stretch out long, maybe balancing your legs. And then exhale, hug your knees into your chest. Rock a little side to side here. Lovely. Placing one hand on top of each knee and begin to move your knees around in separate circles so they come together and then out, away from each other, around and back in. And then going back the other way, reversing the direction. And then when you have your legs floating away from you, place the feet on the floor and then let the knees fall open to the sides so the soles of the feet come together into Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined bound angle pose, placing your hands on your low belly, closing your eyes. Maybe sliding your shoulder blades down your back. Softening your jaw. Let's do 4 deep breaths here, feeling the breath moving your body deep down to the hands resting over the pelvic bowl. Feel the hips softening, releasing. One more breath here. Nice. And then scooping the knees up, hugging them back into your chest, rocking a little side to side. And then placing the hands underneath the edges of your hips, so we're cushioning the sacrum here, extending the legs straight up to the sky. And taking a deep inhale here. And then as you exhale, begin to ride a really big bicycle. So we're pressing legs up to the sky and then big circles around. You can point and flex your feet as part of this movement to nice and slow and expansive. Feel your core engaging here. Really mindfully riding into your day. And then we'll reverse the direction. So going back the other way, bringing yourself back into this present moment right where you are. Breath deep still. And then extending both of your legs back up to the sky. Flexing your feet, pulling your belly button in towards your spine. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, open your legs wide. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, open. Inhale, back to center. 2 more. Exhale, open. Inhale, center. Exhale, open. Inhale, center, and release the hands. Hug those knees into your chest. Rock a little side to side again. Then placing the feet on the floor, a little wider than hip width, and let the knees drop side to side. So we're stretching a little bit more into the hips. You feel this in your quads too, legs. And giving yourself a little belly rub. I hope everybody's feeding their fire in their belly this time of the year. Keeping things warm and moist. All right. Lovely. So from here, walking the feet in close to the body. And if you have something underneath your head, you may want to remove it for just a moment. You're going to bring the arms by the sides, letting them rest here for just a little bit. Inhale, pressing strongly into your feet, lifting your hips up towards the sky. And as you exhale, lower back down to the floor. Inhale, this time we're going to add the arms, so lifting the body. And the arms come up and over the head. Exhale, lowering back down. So now we'll flow like this with the breath, nice and slow. And see if your movements can feel like they're supporting inner wisdom, cultivating healing, cultivating regeneration. So you're welcome to continue to flow like this. And if you'd like to go further, we're going to hold the hips up and then bring the arms down by the sides. And then bring the, do this, right ankle to the left knee. So a little more hip opening here, flex that right foot. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, begin to drop your hips down towards the floor without resting them there. And then inhale, press back up. Exhale, come down. Inhale up. 3 more. Exhale down. Inhale up. Last one. And then staying up, extend that right leg up to the sky and then bring it back down. Let's do one flow here. Arms and body. Nice. And then we'll do the other side. So lifting up, staying lifted, bring the arms back down by your side. So left foot crossing over right ankle. Keep those hips lifted if you can. Inhale. Exhale, dropping the hips down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 3 more. Nice. Inhale up. Lift that left leg up to the sky. And then bring it back down to the floor. Inhale, pressing strongly into the feet. Lifting the hips up as high as they'll go. Deep breath here. And exhale, lowering back down. Let's do 2 more flows here. Maybe you've stuck with this the whole time. Nice, and then lowering down, bring the feet a little bit wider, let the knees fall in against each other. Bringing the hands now to the upper belly, to the solar plexus area, closing your eyes. Sinking back into that space of deep quiet, deep rest, deep inner knowing. The awareness that we need this balance to our external efforts. To not beat ourselves up or shame or blame. To be in alignment with the season of rest. Even if it's just receiving this moment, right here, right now. One more deep breath here. Lovely. And from here, we'll make our way up to a seat in whatever fashion works for you. So it might be rolling to one side and pressing your way up. It might be holding on behind your thighs and rocking and rolling. Or it might be another way that you've developed or that feels good to you. If you'd like to rock and roll a little bit, feel free. All right, and we're going to come up just briefly to a cross-legged or however you'd like to sit position. I'm just going to do a little bit with the upper body, bringing your arms by your sides. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, looking up. Exhale, float the arms out and down. And looking down. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Looking up, exhale, out and down. One more time like this. And inhale, out and up again. This time we're going to side bend over to the right, pressing the right hand down into the floor. Left arm, reaching. See if you can rotate the chest a little more towards the sky. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, big, slow circles, dropping the arm in front of you. Inhale, reaching back and around. Exhale. Inhale up. And then going back the other way, reversing the direction. Opening the arm back behind you. Noticing how this might be able to reset energy in the chest and the heart, the whole awareness. And then reaching long by the ear again, maybe sinking down a little deeper to that side. Oh, nice stretch. Inhale, press back up, both arms overhead, and then side bending over to the left, and we'll settle in here, dropping that right hip down, reaching with the right arm, opening the heart to the sky. Take a deep inhale here, and as you exhale, drop the right arm down in front of you. Inhale, sweeping the arm around. Exhale. And then reversing the direction, going back the other way, sweeping the arm back behind you and coming down, moving with breath. Bringing the arm back in line with the ear, reaching long, maybe sinking down a little bit more, stretching through the right side body. Oh, so yummy. Inhale, press back up, both arms overhead. Exhale, float the arms out and down, interlacing the hands behind the back, rolling the shoulders. Inhale, lift, arms and heart. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, drop your chin to your chest, keeping the heart lifted. Inhale, roll the right ear to the right shoulder. Exhale, back down to the heart. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Exhale, heart. One more time each side. Helping the flow of energy between the head and the heart. And then coming back to center, lifting the head up, lifting the arms. And exhale, release, shaking out the arms. Nice. And from here, we'll come to a brief tabletop pose. And just a moment here, just integrating everything. Take an inhale here. Exhale, round the spine, gazing towards the belly button, shifting back towards your heels. And then inhale, scooping forward, coming up to a cow pose. Curl the toes under, press back to a down dog. Take a breath here. Inhale, pulling forward, dropping the knees. Exhale, rounding back to your heel. Inhale, scooping forward, curling the toes under, press back, down dog. Deep breath here. Pulling forward, inhale. Exhale, rounding back to your heels. Inhale, scooping forward. Last time, curl the toes under, press back, down dog. Exhale, take a breath. Inhale, pulling forward, dropping the knees, uncurl the toes, press back, child's pose. Let your belly melt between your thighs. You might move your knees away from each other. And pausing here again, notice how it feels to just be right here, still, soft, aware. With your next inhale, dragging your hands back in, sitting up on your heels and then shifting your hips to one side. We're going to make our way back down onto the mat, onto our backs, hugging the knees into the chest, rocking a little side to side here. And then letting the knees come away from each other, reaching through the inside of the knees, grabbing onto the outside of the feet or the ankles, or happy baby pose. Feel the femur bones pressing into your hip sockets. This is really grounding. Really feels like getting into a release, knowing you're safe right where you are. If there's any final poses you would like to find, feel free. Otherwise, stretching out long on your back. Setting yourself up well, perhaps a blanket under your head or your knees. They're covering you up. Sliding shoulder blades down the back, softening here. Again, sinking into a place where you feel like you're supporting the regeneration of wisdom, of cellular intelligence, of deeper knowing, refilling your inner cup, inviting that all in. the surface of your body. Begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And as you're ready, bend one knee and then the other, placing your feet on the floor. And come to rest over on your right side. Taking a breath here and keeping your eyes closed and your attention internal. Gently press your way up to find a seat. And sitting with your eyes closed, allow these words by Donna Ashworth to wash over you. This is her poem called Regenerating. I don't think you're simply tired. I think you're regenerating. Like all of Mother Nature's children in winter, your instinct is to curl up, hunker down, and reset. You're not less. You're simply in tune with the sun. And as the dark days begin to wane, your inner wild fortifies and evolves, bolstered and renewed, cocoon style. Ready for the new beginnings, ready for the reinvent, ready, simply ready. So let yourself be led down the rabbit hole when the weariness washes over and your body begs to rest. I don't think you're simply tired. I think you're regenerating. Bringing your hands together in front of your heart, pressing your thumbs in to feel your heartbeat, your personal pulse, honoring your deeper knowing, and take a deep breath of gratitude. Sending that gratitude out to every cell in your being. Thank you all for joining me for practice. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste.